After surviving over 320 days in this hardcore Minecraft world, I think it is time that we make a change. So in today's video, we're going to beat the Ender Dragon to get an elytra, get a full set of netherite armor and tools, and make tons of new and essential automatic farms. Please make sure to like and subscribe as it means the world to me, and enjoy the video. What's up everybody, it's Eagle and welcome back to Hardcore Minecraft. Last episode we built this custom farmland region which I think turned out so well, and I am so excited to get back into it. In between episodes we did something pretty exciting. I actually updated my Minecraft world to 1.21.5, and with that comes tons of new features like custom mobs, dry grass which I'm really excited for, and even firefly bushes. But we need to go out into unloaded chunks to be able to find any of that, and what better way to explore the world than to get an elytra. Man, this is so overdue because I also want to make an XP farm so that we can repair all of our tools. Also a couple more farms that you guys will find out about later. But first, if you look at my hotbar, we are missing one essential item, and that is a fully maxed out bow. I've survived this long without a bow and arrow. How did I do that? So let's come in here and grab a bunch of extra emeralds and trade with some librarians to get some books so that I can make 3 lecterns, place them down, and start cycling these trades until I find some that are good for a bow. Okay, already power 4, that is all I needed. So let's buy a bookshelf and get it from him. But that's what I'm going to be doing for the next couple of minutes, getting a couple more extra enchants for a bow, and I'll let you guys know when we're done. Y'all, look at us, all nice and schmancy with our bow in our hand. I didn't put punch on it, 1 because it would have taken longer, and 2 just because I don't really utilize punch that much, but we have a maxed out bow anyways. Power 5, flame, and breaking 3 and infinity. Now I think we're ready to go to the nether. So I went to the chest and grabbed some obsidian. Also, you know, you can't forget the flint and steel. Then I built the nether portal inside one of our farmhouses. Oh my gosh guys, let's head back into the nether. We haven't done this since episode 3. Alright guys, that is where we spawned before, over there in that portal. So I'm kind of curious which way we should go. Alright, I think I'm just going to dig in one direction and see how it goes. I didn't really have to dig very far until I came out into this area. Alright, we've broke out, so I think I'm going to have to go down there to that little plateau. We are getting chased by every single piglin known to man. Looks like we're gonna have to start digging again. Oh my gosh, finally. Oh my gosh, finally we made it. I'm gonna go that way. It looks like that's a blaze spawner, and that's literally all we need. Oh, let's go. That's exactly what it is. Let's get rid of these guys. We just gotta pick everything up. We already have 8 blaze rods. Let's go. And just as usual, I think I'm going to go all the way until I get 64, which we're already pretty much halfway. Alright, turns out I zoned out for a little bit and got a little bit more than 64. But that's okay, because now we're good and we can go back to base to set up a cleric. Yes sir! We got 2 gas tiers too, let's go! And alright y'all, we are back. First things first, I think we're going to go over here and make a brewing stand with our blaze rods. And I think that we should head up to one of these free villagers and place a brewing stand. I guess this guy is it. What are these guys doing? And now that we grab some emeralds, we can come over here and buy a bunch of redstone off him. Now that he's leveled up, we can buy some lapis. The reason I'm doing this is because the final level, I'll get some ender pearls. 3rd level, what can we buy? Some glowstone, okay. And now finally, we can buy a bunch of ender pearls. We only got 12, so we're gonna have to wait until tomorrow to buy some more. And right now that it's a new day, we can buy about a couple more ender pearls off him. Okay, 16 ender pearls, that's great. Now we can turn all of these into blaze powder and make 16 eyes of ender. But you guys get it, I have 16 eyes of ender now, which means that we can go and fight the ender dragon. But first, I need to go and gather up a couple more essential resources to bring to the ender dragon fight. But there's a super cool glitch that I found where if you zoom really close into this one lantern dot and then zoom out really fast, we actually have a full inventory full of stuff that we need for the ender dragon fight. Gosh, I love those. We have some books to enchant our elytra, we have a bunch of building blocks, we even have some golden carrots that we bought from the villagers. The most important thing is probably these rockets though, because that'll actually allow us to fly. And this is so overdue y'all, but let's finally go out and after 300 days in this world, find the fortress so we can beat the game. Alright guys, so let's throw the first pearl and see where it goes. Okay, straight back that way, sort of towards spawn. I'm like genuinely curious how far we're gonna have to go until we hit the stronghold. I'm hoping it's under 1,000 blocks. This is the coast that we spawned on. I'm pretty sure over there is the mountain. Ooh, shipwreck. We must stay focused. Let's throw another pearl just to make sure we're going in the right direction. Okay, we are. And since we're going into new and unloaded chunks, we should be finding a lot of new stuff that we didn't see before. Look at that big old hill, that's nice. Ooh, and there's a mountain up here. Okay, let's go into the forest. Hopefully we find something cool. We are currently climbing all the way up the mountain, mountain, and I hope that we can find some cool new stuff. Alright, we're at the top of the peak, and from here, I'm pretty sure that we can see a spruce. Yup, there is a big old spruce biome that way. That's nice to know. And down there, you can see all the dead leaves. Nice, that's the new chunks. Let's go down there. I'm so excited. MLG. Oh guys, look at this. This is so cool. Leaf litter. Nice. I feel like forests have so much more life with this update. I'm super excited to get to the birch forest because that's where we'll have a bunch of wildflowers on the ground. Oh my gosh, a new pig. Bro, look at these pigs, bro. They look so cool. They look kind of bald, but it's okay. I think they look super cool. Guys, I will be back for you soon. Don't worry. But for now, we must stay focused. Ugh. More pigs, man. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Look at how big this mountain is. Holy crap. I know we're trying to find the stronghold and everything right now, but we have to go and explore that. Man, this is so cool. We have to climb to the top of that, don't we? Ooh, a fallen tree. Just gonna use this water to swim up because we have depth strider. Man, we just got a free ride all the way up to the top of the mountain. Hello there, Mr. Goat. Wow. That is a lot of mobs. Alright, now that we're at the top, we can take a little nap. But golly, this mountain is massive. But first, I think we need to throw a pearl before we go anywhere else. Pearl thrown, going straight backwards. Okay, so we passed it. Ka-chow! Ka-chow! Alright, let's throw another one. Backwards again, okay. Alright, we've gone pretty far back. I think that we have to throw another one. Dang. We passed by a lot. Oh wow, we found a village. And the fact that it's on the hill makes me think that we might have to come back and transform it. Okay, we've gone back quite a bit. Let's do it again. Okay, so it must be in the ocean or something because we went way past it. At least we found some pretty cool terrain. Oh, that was cool. Also, I added a new texture pack for the water. I forgot to say it earlier, so let me know what you guys think. But I think it's time to throw another pearl. Okay, backwards, so it's definitely right over there. Okay, let's clear out a little area and start digging down. Alright, area is cleared out and prepped. I think it is time to start digging down in a 3x3 manner. Actually, first let's check one more time if we're digging down in the right area. So I would have done a little bit of searching. Looks like we're just gonna have to dig down into the ocean. Alright, now let's start digging down. Okay, also I've just dug out this little area down here and put a little pool down just in case we ever want to drop down. And I'm thinking we should go left first. Are you kidding me? You guys might think that's scripted, but that is really so raw. Like, what the heck? There's a portal right there. I think we're gonna have to break this. Alright, y'all, cool. We can put all of our eyes of Ender in. Alright, y'all, I think I am ready to hop in. But before we do, let's put on our shaders. And oh my gosh, this looks so much more illuminated. And I mean, we have everything, so all we need to do is jump in. We are in the end. Let's go. Gonna have to dig up. Alright, y'all, look at this. We are now fighting the Ender Dragon. Gonna start by taking out all of the crystals. Ka-chow. Take this out. Okay, now we can shoot all the other ones. Alright, seems like the only two we don't have are these two with the cage. Took that one out. Final one is remaining. And boom. Okay, so now all the crystals are gone. Only thing... Oh! The crystals are gone, and now the only thing we need to do is take out the Ender Dragon. So let's bow him down. This man keeps shooting fireballs at me, man. You gonna come down or what? He's coming down. Okay, now we can take this chance to take him out. Ender Pearl. Yes, sir. He's getting super low. We're almost there. Only a couple more bow shots. Alright, I need to heal. I got super low. Alright, let's take him out. Last shot. Let's go. We've defeated the Ender Dragon in hardcore Minecraft, y'all. Let's go. What a beautiful sight. Jeez, man, that is so nice. Grab all this XP. Y'all, we have defeated the Ender Dragon in hardcore Minecraft. Let's go. Now we gotta get the egg. I don't even have torches on me, so we're gonna have to use a bed. Gonna do that. Okay, he's over here. Dig, 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 dig. Placed a bed down there. And he fell onto the bed. Let's go. The next generation, y'all. We got the egg. Alright, now it's time to head over to the portal and get all the goodies that we've been waiting for. Our 2 trapdoors have been made. Now all we need to do is hop in like this. And okay. Alright, we're gonna have to find an end city because I don't see one. Also, it's time to take off the shaders. Let's turn our render distance all the way up. Alright, I think we're gonna have to bridge out to these islands over here. Actually, I think it'll be shorter if we go diagonal. Alright, let's go. My pinky is going to cramp. Alright, I need a break. Alright, I think it's about time we pearl. Oh my gosh, we almost didn't even make it. Alright, we're gonna need the pearl. Oh my gosh. I'm never doing that again. Yep, no more of that. My heart is racing now, and we're just going to be bridging. I hate the end. Okay, but this one is easy though. I can get this one. Yeah, that one was easy. That one was easy. Don't worry. Oh my gosh, we found a city finally. Oh, I know what that means. It means there's a ship right there. Okay, I'm thinking we're going to take out every single shulker that I can find in the city. Therefore, I'll have unlimited shulkers. Well, kind of. Also, if you guys didn't know, there's this cool trick where if you hold your bow in the offhand and your sword has looting, it'll actually apply the looting to whatever you kill with the bow. I'll show you right now. See, we got looting. We got 2 shells. All right, what's in the chest? Oh, there's some pretty good boots. Sharpness 4 iron sword. Let's just take it all. Ooh, we got a spire armor trim. Let's go. And now we gotta attack this team over here. All right, let's craft up a shulker box. You know what? Let's make 2. And let's just start dumping all of our trash. Peek again, boy. Peek again. Got him. All right, y'all. Only one more thing stands in the way, and it's this shulker. Now he is gone. And finally, we have an elytra, guys. Let's go. What's in these chests, though? Golden horse armor? And over here, oh my gosh, that's a lot of diamonds. But now finally, let's take this anvil out of our inventory, place it down, put our elytra in, put mending on it, put unbreaking 3 on it, and name it something. Seems like a pretty good name. And finally, after 336 days, it is finally time to take flight. Oh my gosh, let's go. We also have 63 rockets, but right now we should just finish off all of these shulkers. Okay, we have 52 shulker cells, and I think that's enough. But one thing I should definitely do right now is try to go and find more elytras to have extra, just in case they run out of durability. Alright, y'all, so back home with all of our chests organized and stuff, and the best things that we got were 2 more elytras and a bunch more shulker shells. Also, these 3 extra shulker boxes. Shulker boxes are gonna make everything so much easier. I also placed down a little ender chest right here, because now that we have shulkers, we can actually have an ender chest. So let's organize our ender chest right now. And alright, so everything is now sorted inside of our ender chest. We have a rocket box, a wood box, a sort of job block box, and finally a valuables box. We also have our 2 tools that we use right here. And if you guys are wondering why my toolbar looks like this, I have a mod where if I hold down caps lock, I get to choose whatever tool I want. So if I have a bunch of tools in my inventory, I can be like, oh, shovel. So I don't have to open up my inventory and replace it. Pretty cool, right? But alright guys, I think I've done enough stalling. I think it is time to go and gather up a bunch of materials so that we can build a mob farm. This isn't going to be no Rudy Poo mob farm either. It is going to be one of the best mob farms you can possibly have. Just don't bother me to build 4 of them. I don't know. But alright y'all, let's go gather up all the materials. And alright y'all, here are all the things that we need to build this massive mob farm. This time I actually planned ahead and built it in creative first, just so that I was able to replicate it a little bit easier in survival. So why don't I take you guys to where we're gonna build this thing. Alright y'all, here we are. We are currently in the middle of the ocean. Our base is all the way back there, and we flew all the way over here to this cold ocean biome. What do you guys say we kick this thing off in a crazy good old fashioned time lapse and build up the mob farm that we're going to be using for the rest of the series? Let's go. And alright my friends, we're up at the AFK platform after building that massive mob farm. And I'm thinking with our elytra, let's just glide on down here and see what we got. Alright, I can hear a bunch of mobs dying. Let's see. Oh wow. Dang, we're already getting so much stuff. But yeah, we finally got gunpowder. We finally got string. This is the farm that I definitely needed. The main reason I wanted to build this and not specifically a gunpowder farm is just because of the string. Now that we have a bee farm that we built last episode, I'd like to be able to make a lot more candles, but they're kind of string intensive, so it's good to have an output for it. Alright, but what do you guys think we go and do a little bit of an AFK test to see how much stuff we actually get? Later. Okay, that was about 15-ish minutes of AFK. Let's go down there and see what we got. But before we do that, I want you guys to notice, look at that tall mountain thing over there. If you guys want me to build anything, let me know in the comments. It's like a little forest raised super high up. I think this has a lot of potential to build something. And there's even some cows already. You could say they know what's up. Oh, that wasn't the best, was it? But alright, let's actually check what we got. I mean, man, there's so much stuff in all of these chests. It's crazy. I guess the switch took some sort of like fire resistance potion because he's not taking any damage. It's okay though. All we need to do is just take this string and gunpowder. But yeah, guys, this farm is really good. As I said earlier, the two things I wanted were gunpowder and string, and if we look inside of the shulker box, we have a lot of both. So now I think it's time that we take off and go back home. Guys, now that I'm back home and situated, I realized we haven't built anything this episode. Well, technically we built the mob farm, but I mean, that isn't really a building, is it? And we also need to build a sugarcane and bamboo farm. So why don't we go and gather up the materials to do that right now, as we need to create the building itself and also build the farm. And I'll meet you guys back when I'm done. After designing a building that I thought looked pretty cool, I went around the world gathering up a bunch of different materials that I need to actually build it. I also realized that since I was using copper grates in the build, I needed some more copper. However, I didn't have any, so I went to the nearest trial chamber and took some. And alright, my friends, so I designed a bit of a house that pretty much requires another house to be on it for it to look good. And my idea is to have sort of like a chain of houses along this path eventually. But right now, we're only going to build one, and that is where the sugarcane and bamboo farm is going to be located. So without any further ado, let's build it right now. Alright, so the house is looking pretty good. Really like the chimney, how it's really thick and it adds a lot of immersion in my opinion. And also like the pale oak wood instead of the mushroom and calcite over there. I think it looks really good. And then how we have the grates up top on the second floor and the window panes on the first floor. I think it looks it's really, I just like it. I like it a lot. But my favorite part is definitely the roof, because this is one of my favorite shapes to make. There's going to be another house on this part of the building. I am still trying to design it and see what looks the best, because it's really hard to merge the roofs together and make them look good. So I'll figure that out eventually. But yeah, we are missing something on the inside, and that is literally the reason why we built the house in the first place. So let's go and create the actual sugarcane and bamboo farm, y'all. First, I started off by flying out to the nearest mangrove swamp and decimating it for most of its mud. Since I was going to have to use the mud in the farm anyways, I decided to just get a full shulker of it. I then spent the next 3 hours building the actual farm. Please pardon the breaks in the time lapse, that is because your good old YouTuber forgot to press and pause. Alright guys, so I had football practice this morning from 7 to 10. Let's just say I probably got back at around 10:30 or so, and for the past 3 hours I was digging out a massive room and doing all this stupid farm stuff. But I guess it's nice because we already have some sugarcane getting harvested, and we also have some bamboo. So is the 3 hours worth it? I guess so. But one thing that we do have to do this episode is go to the end and build an XP farm. I've done so much grinding today, I really don't want to do this, but it's for the content, boys. Let's go. And alright guys, so the Enderman XP farm is complete, and I'm not sure if I have muted the audio or fixed it or some way, but it is really loud. But that doesn't matter because look at this. This is awesome. I mean, there's XP following me on the ground. That's how you know how good it is. This is beautiful, lovely, and genius. Look at all that XP, boys. Look at that. Well, and girls too, sorry. Now we can leave knowing that we have had a day of extreme success. Right after that, I remembered I still needed to fix my potato farm, so I spent like 30 minutes doing just that. And alright guys, now that we got that much needed chore done, I think it's time that we should go to the nether and try to find a netherite upgrade template. Oh, wow, we're getting attacked. Boom, bam, and bop. But what I was about to say is that it is going to be extremely dangerous to go to the bastion. That's honestly why I hate going there, just because of how hard those piglin brutes hit you. So I'm gonna try to play it as cautious as possible, but let's go out and try to find one. Oh, well, that was pretty easy. I found one right away. Alright, I'm gonna have to take these brutes out right now. Alright, we've taken out 3. We're gonna have to be so careful, guys. Please tell me there's just gonna be one right here, please. Okay, there isn't, but, no, okay, it's pretty cool. Got some magma cream. I was gonna need that for later. But I remember this is really the spot that we need to be looking in. Oh my gosh, I'm actually so scared. I do not want to lose this world. Okay, my idea is we're going to go down here and make a little box. And we're just gonna dig down. Keep going. Uh-oh. Okay, that's 1 down. 1 right there. Let's take him out. Alright, let's dig down this way. I'm literally so scared right now. Like, if you had like one of those heart rate sensors on me, bro, it'd be going off the charts. Let's take him out. Take out that spawner. Nice. Alright, we found a chest. Please tell me it's in here. Let's go! And we got a smithing template. Oh my gosh, let's go. And 2 helmets. So nice. Alright, let's just get the rest of this gold. I am so done with this place. Let's get out of here right now. Right up this way. That wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be. Oh my gosh. Is that a chicken jockey? Oh, that's so funny. And the chicken is the worm variant because it's in the nether. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go home, y'all. But here's the thing, I actually didn't go home. I needed to revisit the fortress that we found earlier to try and find some nether wart. You have got to be kidding me. That was my first wither skeleton skull. I'm literally watching a YouTube video right now. I'm watching Oh My Fish, if you know who that is. But what the heck? That was the very first one I killed. That's so insane, bro. And shortly after that, I found the nether wart. Oh my gosh! Bro, we got another one! I'm so serious. If we check the statistics, I never check the statistics. Well, if we do, let's say we press on this, we killed 6, and we got 2 skulls. That is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Last series, it took me so long to try and get wither skulls, but look at us now. Now let's actually go home, man. Alright, so the reason I was doing that is so I can take some blaze powder and put 1 in each of these. Alright, so the reason I got the nether wart is so I could put it in here and turn these into awkward potions. And now that these are awkward potions, if you put a magma cream in either of them, you can see that we get some potions of fire resistance. And one more thing, let's add some redstone, and now we have 8 minutes of fire resistance. We added 5 minutes to both of them. So let's grab all of these potions, and I feel like you guys can see where I'm going here. I'm going to make a shulker full of beds. Actually, let's make 2. And now our inventory is looking something like this. Alright, let's fly down to an area that isn't over a lava lake, therefore connected to the ground. Right here should work, and I'm thinking we should just dig down. And now that we are at Y level 15, we should hold F3 and G. That enables chunk borders, so let's dig this way, and yes, we have found one right here. If you do some research, you'll learn that the best way to mine for netherite is on a chunk border. So with that being said, let's cue the time lapse and get some freaking netherite, y'all. Okay, but really quickly, I just want to let you know that I only had to go that far, and I already found some. So, let's mine this up. We are getting so lucky this episode, and I'm all for it. Okay, we found 2. That's awesome. Alright y'all, I have an idea. So there's this really cool trick that I've seen recently where if you add on a no fog texture pack for the lava, you can fly around with fire resistance and see a bunch of ancient debris under. And now if we just fly around under the lava, we can see that we can see all of the ancient debris, especially this one right here. And alright y'all, that was a whole lot of mining. But guess what? We ended up with 56 ancient debris. That is amazing. One problem though, I need to try and find a way to get home because I don't know where it is. And alright guys, inside of our new house, I set up a little mini super smelter, and I think that we should just input all of our ancient debris up there. This should smelt up pretty fast. And alright guys, all of our netherite scraps are smelted. Now all we have to do is combine the netherite scraps with some gold. And I think it's only fair that we do it in our starter base where it all started. 14 netherite ingots, guys. Look at that. That is so beautiful. But I'm kind of worried that I won't have enough of these smithing templates. Whatever. Let's see however many we can make. We can make 2 more. We can make 6, and then we're already out of diamonds, so we're gonna have to go and find some more diamonds. But before we do that, let's take our armor off and go over to the smithing table and add netherite to our helmet, add it to our chest plate, add it to our leggings, and finally add it to our boots. Guys, we are full netherite armor for the first time ever on my series, or YouTube channel rather. We are fully kitted up in some netherite armor. We look so different, it's kind of weird. We're gonna have to get some real good armor trims, but we need to go down there and get some more diamonds, so let's do it. The best part about mining down here is the fact that we can get a bunch of deep slate and tough, not just the diamonds. In addition to all the diamonds we found, we were able to find a bunch, and I mean a bunch of redstone. Alright, I am back at the house. Now let's see how many more templates we can make. I think this is yeah, we can make 4. Now we can try to make some more. 5. Okay, I think we can make a couple more. Alright, we have 6 netherite upgrade templates and 0 diamonds. That is the sad effect of doing that. But my friends, it does not matter at all. Let's put our sword in, make a netherite sword, a netherite pickaxe, a fortunate netherite pickaxe, a netherite axe, and finally a seriously dedicated netherite hoe. Hahaha, let's go. This is so amazing. I kind of forgot about the shovel, and I'm not really trying to go back down to get more diamonds. So I guess we have a netherite hoe and we don't even have a netherite shovel, but it's okay. It's okay. But look at us, guys. We look so amazing with our maxed out armor and tools. But my friends, I do think that is where we're going to end off today's episode. We got so much done, and I have been in a big time crunch the entire time. I leave for another trip in 2 days, so it was amazing to be able to get the episode done already. Before we end it though, let's see how much bamboo we have. That's a nice amount, and that's a nice amount of sugarcane. I am so extremely grateful for each and every single one of you guys that watch these videos. Also, all of you creators who watch my videos, I am so thankful for you guys as well. It really is something truly special when you get to play your favorite game every day and share it with your audience. It is something I would truly never take for granted. Also, I just got monetized, so woo woo. And I'm also so thankful for you guys' patience on the uploads. This one should come out sometime during the weekend. But there's one more thing I just remembered I need to do. One of my fellow creator friends, Wombat, just recently perished in his hardcore Minecraft world, so I'm thinking we should make a little bit of something as like a tribute to that world. Put down an item frame with some pink wool, which if you guys don't understand, just go watch his channel. There we go, I think that works. And one more thing, let's add some coarse dirt. And right now we have a little memorial for Wombat. If you guys like the idea of adding in graves for fellow YouTubers who die in their worlds, please let me know. That is a great idea for me. Also, we have some great news. The potato farm's working, y'all. Yes, sir. But alright guys, that is going to be the end of today's episode. I hope you all did enjoy. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also if you got to this point in the video, please make sure to combat Rip Wombat. But guys, I love you and Jesus loves you infinity times more. God bless and have a great day.